So today we talked about Jnana Yoga in philosophy, G-N-A-N-A, and it's a different path to realizing who you are, as they say, or to enlightenment, or however you want to call it. So yesterday with Bhakti Yogi, that's for people who, they use their emotions and their love to get there, as I understand it. And Jnana Yogis, they use their intellect to get there. So basically they will always ask themselves, who am I? And trying to feel the answer to that. So they always go to find out, like, what am I not? So for example, I don't seem to be my body. I seem to be more than my body. I don't seem to be my mind, because I can observe my mind, right? I can observe my thoughts, so I don't seem to be the same as my mind. My emotions, maybe, no, because I can also observe my emotions. So who am I? Not that, not that, not that, neti, neti, neti. And through this path you can then get to enlightenment. And we talked about the circle between happiness and unhappiness, and how the Jnana, I don't know if I pronounce it correctly, yogi, how he or she accepts it, that, you know, life is a circle out of these poles, positive and negative. When you're happy, you're kind of preparing already for unhappiness, because that's just natural, and when you're unhappy, you kind of already preparing for happiness, because it's gonna happen at some point. And then you can at some point realize that there's yet another state, which is bliss, or ananda, blissfulness, where you are happy without any reasons, without any stimulus. And that is, that doesn't have an opposite then. We talked about decision making and how the mind cannot make decisions, so they say that you can only make decisions when you go beyond your mind, because your mind will find reasons for everything. You can justify anything. You can say, oh, I get this shampoo because it has these and these qualities, or I get this because it has these and these, or I move in this city because of this and that, and you know, you can justify anything. I vote for him or for her, you know, it all makes always perfect sense, but you decide with something higher than just logic, they say. That's what the yogis think. We talked about also how to deal with thoughts. And I'm not gonna go into that now. But important of this Jnana Yoga path is that you accept pain, and that you accept that it's just a part of life. You accept reality as it is. For example, you accept the fact that people die. You just see that this is the truth, and you get to peace with it. And that's how you evolve. So it's a bit different from the Bhakti Yoga path, of this love path, but in the end it becomes the same. Then in anatomy we talked about why different people are different with their bodies, and some people can do certain postures and others cannot. So example, foot, some people cannot move it very far to the front and others can, and it's because of the bones. And so, for example, some people just cannot put their heels down during downward dog, and it's just because of their anatomy, and it will never change no matter how much yoga you make. You can compensate with other parts, but it will always be different, and it's not a problem, it's just how it is. And also, if two people do the same position and it looks the same from outside, it might still, or it probably feels very differently, and people might do different things. So it's really important that you feel yourself into each posture and how it is good for you. That was very interesting for me just reminded me also of the fact that in general, not just for postures, everyone is so different, and if you take advice from other people on how you should live, it can just be wrong for you, because you are one special person with your unique way of living and perceiving the world, and not every recipe is going to suit you. Yeah. Then we did Yoga Nidra in the afternoon, so it's kind of conscious sleeping, you could say, or like a relaxation exercise. It was also very interesting, like very relaxing, but also a bit confusing because it was so hot in this room, and I think I did fall a bit asleep at some point, so I was a bit confused when I woke up. And then in the evening we did hip opener asanas with Abby. Yeah, and it was again so hot. I think I've never had so much sweat in my life. Like, we were all soaking wet. Beautiful.